Hi everybody, it was my how-to on derivatives. If you're here watching, hopefully it's because you need some help on derivatives, what they are, and the concept. And today we're mostly going to be over the basics on three-term equation and a little bit of the power rule and how that helps us figure them out. So we're going to start here at our top equation right here. We have 4x squared plus 10x to the first power minus 5. And basically we're going to start on the first term, 4x right here. And what we're going to do is use a power rule, which says you can take the exponent of the variable and multiply towards the constant. And so we're just going to take that 2 times 4 makes 8, and also says by the power rule that you can subtract 1 from that exponent, making it x to the first. And your answer in that term is going to be 8x to the first. Move on to the second term, do the same thing. You're going to have 10x times 1 is 10. Subtract that 1 minus 1, you get x to the 0 power, which is just 1. And then you have negative 5 next. And you're just, anytime you have a regular constant, the derivative of a constant is 0. So basically your answer, which I have listed right down here, is going to be 8x plus 10. And after that, usually your teacher will probably going to have you do a simplification, which I have listed right underneath, 2 times the 4x plus 5. And only the way I got that was dividing 8 and 10 by 2 and just taking that out, putting it outside the parentheses, which is how you get that. And that's how you get the first derivative. But next I'm going to just show you how to get the second derivative just real quick, and which is basically just taking the derivative of a derivative. And it's going to do the same thing we did before. You just take the power rule. You have 8x, take it's 1x, so you do 1 times 8 is 8. And then since the 10 is now the constant, you're just going to make that 0. And you are going to have your second derivative of 8. And right away I want to show you also the inverse operation of derivatives, which is the integration. And right there in the arrow is to the 8x plus c. And integration is just basically the opposite way. You're just working backwards of derivatives, and you're going to get 8x. And the c is basically just saying the constant, because if you didn't have the derivative in the first place, the constant would be unknown, therefore you have the variable c. And that's your derivative. So I hope this was helpful in letting you know the power rule, the derivatives, and hope you can use this for your information later on in your classes.